You know, the travelers are still feeling the impact of that critical tech breakdown, which began on Friday. Crucial software from a company called CrowdStrike failed on a massive scale. It impacted banks, hospitals, and airlines, too.
Yeah, well, many airlines have mostly resumed normal service. Delta has not, leaving tens of thousands of people stranded and drawing the attention of the federal government. This morning, Delta's CEO said normal service should resume tomorrow. Here to tell us more about the situation is Senate Commerce Committee Chair Senator Maria Cantwell. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good afternoon.
So I'm curious, what is going on with Delta and why were they so negatively impacted by all this?
Well, we'll find out the details of their system and how to update software and what kind of processes that may have differentiated them from other companies. But the bottom line is we need to have an air transportation system that isn't just subject to technology flaws like this NOTAM system that delayed flights a year plus ago, or the software outage that devastated Southwest because they didn't have a system to upgrade pilots and know where their pilots were. So now we're seeing a third event, and we just can't have consumers stranded and this economic impact just because of software updates.
Well, Senator, you touched on it a little bit in your answer there, but the Department of Transportation has already opened up an investigation here. What are the specific areas where you want them to investigate?
Well, the issue is if you have more and more of our transportation system being automated or dependent so much on software systems, in the first big outage case, it was the Department of Transportation updating a system that is literally a notice to pilots and telling them, here are the airport challenges around the country. That update system didn't reboot correctly, and thereby the entire eastern seaboard was practically shut down for a day. So the second instance, we had a major weather event, and the fact that Southwest did not have a good software system left everybody hanging. And other airlines, because they had a better robust system, were able to deal with that outage in a more constructive way. And now this third system. So we're saying we're not going to let technology challenges basically disrupt this level of consumer traffic. It's too important. It's not inconsequential to the consumer. We had a basketball team that got stranded, a high school team that got stranded in Vegas for practically a week at Christmas just because Southwest did not have this system upgrade. And so we've heard stories of people having to drive all the way back from the convention, the Republican convention, because they couldn't get flights. And so people are being impacted, and we need to have a better system. And yes, we've given the Secretary of Transportation new powers. Consumers get refunds, and he can issue fines.
So it seems pretty clear that you're saying technology is the issue here, but we use technology for literally everything, especially when it comes to airline travel, from the booking it to the actually taking off and flying the planes. How do you keep these technology issues from affecting consumers, from those people who are trying to take those flights to get to their destination?
You have to have better systems approach. So that's the issue. If you want the automation, then you have to have better systems approach. That means, you know, it's not just one person that's rebooting the system. It's not that you don't have to have a backup. You need a more robust system. In the case of Southwest, they didn't upgrade their technology. They decided they weren't going to make that investment. That was the wrong decision for them.
It is worth noting again, Senator, that the airlines and Delta didn't cause these issues. Do you think that CrowdStrike needs to be held accountable for the issues that the passengers are facing?
Well, I think anytime you're delivering a service like this and you are delivering it through a system, yes, you're still the one who is accountable and responsible. That's the point here. Your automated system, you're in charge of that.
Senator Maria Cantwell, thanks so much for being with us. As we all know, technology is amazing when it works. It can really ruin your day
I'm glad it worked for this interview.
When it does not. Thank you again.
Thank you.